Welcome to Transcontinental Times 360 Degrees live show. Today we are having with us to Sibylle. She's a painter, Swiss painter that is living in Spain right now. We are very glad to have you today here with us, Sibylle. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Lovely to see you.
It's very nice. We are going to be talking about your career, about your background, and knowing a little bit more about you. So I know you were studying crafts and arts and crafts. You were studying, and also graphic design and also fashion design. Uh, from where did you go this inspiration for getting an artist and for starting your career?
Well, that started in my family, actually, because my father, he went very often with me on Sundays, taking me by the hand, already with 5 years, to the Museum of Art. And my mother, she wanted to be a photographer, and she did lovely photos of us when we were children in black and white, in all these times years ago. My sister, my eldest sister, she was drawing and painting as well. And my grandmother painted as well, and my great, 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 great grandfather, that's a
Oh.
long time ago. He was Johann David Wies, the writer of Swiss Family Robinson. And his sons, they made lovely watercolors of the history their father wrote for them. And that
Oh.
came from these times. My father, he always said that in the family of Johann David Wies, the sons were painting, but then from my great grandmother on, the women started to be artists. And it stayed like this till nowadays, because I have two nieces who are painting as well.
Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice story. That knowing that background, that yeah, parents are so important in our decisions. They are the first reference for us, and the things that we are living when we are children, they definitely mark our character and our preferences.
You are right. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then you traveled to you were studying in Berna also. You are Swiss. So, but then you move also to Germany, no? So for studying, but all of a sudden you come to Spain. How this was? Because here is where you started your career as a painter.
Yes. Oh, I'm very grateful to Spain and to all the lovely people I met here, because they really helped me to be a painter. Because before I was not believing so much in me. In Munich, in Germany, or in München, I started with the idea. I went to all the lovely museums there, and I was dreaming about that, but I didn't believe it. But when I came to Spain, I got many opportunities, to reach my dream, and that was really great. There were many friends who helped me step by step to get there. First, a friend where I was living in the flat, she told me about the Círculo de Bellas Artes, which is a wonderful place. We don't have in Switzerland places like these. It's really great. You can go and draw from life every day there. And I also went, I got a member. Fortunately, it was not difficult for foreigners, And then I met there a nice Spanish woman who went regularly like me. and we were talking, and she recommended me a Japanese girl who was going to a art school, to a private art school here, and she introduced me the girl, and then I could go and have a look to this school.
You were studying with Shoni and Pepe Barranco.
Yes.
Here. This was the studio where you were starting your studies.
They were really great. A couple of Spanish painters. He was before teaching in a very famous Madrid art school, academy, Academia Peña, but then he wanted to get independent. And so I went to their school, and I learned very much in 1 year, really. It was amazing.
How was that part of changing your work from a small format, a small painting, to big painting? How was that? That must be interesting, no? Because it was a big evolution. Yes. And now you're having very big paintings. Most of them are very big.
Yes, and I will make bigger ones now.
Oh.
Yes. You know, I saw an exhibition from Botero and another one in the Prado this year, and I saw paintings, extremely big ones, and it inspired me to make bigger ones. But well, I started last winter with bigger portraits, about 1 meter for 80 centimeters, and I will make more portraits like this.
Oh.
I feel very fine, very well with big paintings, and I can get them quite quicker than small ones. And it's funny because I always have little ones in my exhibitions, but they buy me more the big ones.
Yeah.
Could be because it's more me, you know.
Yeah, probably. Also, I think when you are immersed in such a big surface, you kind of drinking the colors and swimming in the colors in this big format. It's also very interesting for the audience, no? For the people who is watching as an audience, the painter. I think it's kind of enjoying so much your big, also your very big brushing, no? With your brush are very very big and everything very flowing. That's what I feel when I see your paintings.
Yes, and you say that very well, drinking the color. Painting is a therapy as well. And the more you drink, the better you are, you know. So, but I feel as well very free when I'm doing big paintings, you know.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting, because I know when you were a child, you were making very, very tiny things.
Yes, as with the glasses, you know, and very little drawings. Yes,
yeah, that's great.
And with a brush with 2 or 3 hairs.
Imagine that, like Chinese, like Chinese painting in a rice of, very very small rice, no?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's very nice. And from where you have spoken about how visiting exhibitions was making your eyes ready for being then an artist, but which are the artists that you think that have influenced more your paintings?
Good question. Well, in school they teach us very little about women. I knew some women, but then looking in the bookshops in the 80s, there were already books about Frida Kahlo, and she was the first one who really impressed me very much. And then there was Tamara de Lempicka as well, at quite the same time, and Georgia O'Keeffe with the big flowers, and later on as well, a woman from the 18th century, Louise Vigée-Lebrun. She made, probably you know, all these portraits of Marie Antoinette, la Reina France, the French queen.
Yeah, the French queen.
She was from the 18th century. I don't copy the 18th century, but it was very impressive how many portraits she made during her whole life. And really great in that, in her.
Yeah.
And she wrote a wonderful biography at the end of her life, who helped me a lot.
That's nice.
And yes.
That's nice. Sometimes when I see your paintings, I remember I was in a exhibition you made here in Madrid long time ago, and I was really in love with the paintings I saw there. But I realized I did before knowing that you have studied graphic design, that maybe some way this can influence you no for example, some paintings that you are having are big format, but for example, I remember that painting of a chair with a lot of cushions on it, or very detailed things. For example, I don't know exactly, but maybe you can make a very beautiful painting about a fruit. I can imagine you doing that. So, so I think also that was a little bit influencing you, obviously, because it was your background as a student, that maybe this was a little bit in your paintings. So we are coming from 20th century in the back avant-garde. They were making this a can, no, for example, a can in a painting. So that also has influenced our eyes for making new paintings, new styles. Yeah.
Yes, you are right. Graphic design was a big influence as well. Of course, probably the illustration classes. And I can remember that we already did, we had to make, for example, sketches from flowers in the botanical garden. And then we went to the school and we had to get out a piece from one flower to make it big. So as well, the teachers taught us something like this. You know, it didn't came all from Georgia O'Keeffe. It was already in the school. I got that. The illustration as well
has influenced you, no?
That I'm very interested in. Yes, doing children's books, for example, in the future or something.
Yes,
like that.
You have participated in some books as illustrator. In two books, no? One was maybe about restaurants or hotels. Now I don't remember. Yeah,
you are right.
Yes. So how was this experience? Because I feel you can be amazing for that experience for being as an illustrator.
Yes, the first time it was quite many years ago in the 90s, and the last book I was making a painting for it that was about 6 years ago. It was a very good idea from a friend from Switzerland to make a book about women from their 50s on, how they feel, and so they could write text and paint a self-portrait or portraits, and that was a very nice project. And
yeah, that's very nice. Tell us a little bit about the techniques that you are working in. Which are the techniques that you prefer to work?
Yes, mostly I'm working with oil and pastels.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm trying to mix a little bit acrylic with pastels, or charcoal with acrylic and pastels.
Uh-huh.
To do it more because it's very interesting, very easy going, looks like an illustration or like a sketch on a painting. And in the sketchbooks, I'm experimenting with everything. That's the nice thing of the sketchbooks. There you can
Yeah,
try
yeah,
out every material you have. Um,
yeah. How is your
that's
artistic process? I mean, do you get an idea and you start to make sketches, or you go directly over the canvas and start painting? How you work?
yes. Uh, I have my techniques, but it's not like this that every day I'm doing the same thing. Depends on my mood. Well, painting is quite a spiritual thing for me. Not that much, but I feel that when I'm doing twice a week a meditation, I feel much better. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more quiet. Um, I have more self confidence. And then, of course, sketching is very, very important. But as well, going on a walk with the dogs, because when I'm walking, there are coming ideas or solutions, and for example, magazines as well.
Uh-huh.
Um, fashion of fashion magazines,
Yeah,
travel magazines, or many things, photographs. I'm always taking photographs everywhere where I am. um, Nowadays it's very easy with the mobile. It's great. So it's easy to get in inspiration. And then
yeah.
I'm working very well at the end of the morning and at the end of the afternoon. It's strange. I'd like to do things sometimes before, but I,
Yeah, it's the moments when you feel more
yes,
awakened. Or
my
yeah.
rhythm for painting or something like that.
Yeah, you are especially working with yes, with objects that captivate you. As we were saying, you were working with big format, also portraits. Portraits also of your dogs. I remember you have at least one. I see, no, your beloved ones also, and big flowers, big plants. But I remember a period of you making even mandalas. So is this kind of oriental inspiration that you get that make you very prolific and bring very beautiful paintings to your career, no? So from where this inspiration came, are you conscious about this, no, about this oriental
Very
face in your
important.
in your painting?
Yes. uh, you are talking about a very important point in my life, and that was dance, really. And it is because of you, because you
By
are
the way.
as well a great artist, Sara.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm very glad to have a student like you in the past and sharing so many ideas. That's why I thought is very nice to share with all the people. Know this how the that was very. I was thinking yesterday on this how the arts are interconnected, no, and sometimes you get I'm getting inspiration from paintings. You are getting inspiration from dance, just
Mhm.
a little bit, because these were very serial of your oriental painters paintings are amazing. I really like them.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, they
Yes,
are. Hmm.
it's very interesting. I didn't know that before. I did dancing because of health and feeling better, and because it's wonderful. Oriental dance is wonderful. Bollywood, I started now. I love it too, and it's for fitness. But when I'm dancing, I'm less afraid to do portraits and human body,
Mhm.
all these things. It's very interesting. Could be that we were talking about this some days ago together, that when you are connected with your body, you are better connected with your work, or with your life, or feelings, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I suppose, or I guess that dance is also something that makes you more connected to yourself. So to your body, to your gesture, to everything. No, it puts movement. So then approach the human figure can be you finally dancing is just figuring movement, so the only thing you have to do is frozen that image. That is big task, but
Yeah.
some way is that, no. And
Mhm.
also when we are dancing class, we are having the reflection on the mirror, so you can see yourself, and you can now with these COVID times it's different because we are making classes with computers and that, but that is interesting how the reflection can make you see some posture that is beautiful, on some manners that are beautiful, some expressions that can be captivating the audience, and that is very nice. Yeah, that is this is very interesting how the arts are interconnected and create
Lovely.
uh, yeah,
Mm.
a flowing of inspiration to artists. That's
Mhm.
why I think always artists should be all connected. No, maybe you are a dancer, but you are connected to music, of course, but also to visual things is very important. Or
Yeah.
an actor, how in theater people is moving, or in a show, in television even. So telling stories, you are making short stories, so people can recreate in their mind, no, for example, watching a flower, where how that flower must smell because it's so beautiful, or the hair of a woman, or the cushions of a chair, from where that chair is coming, no. So you can start a story only with a detail, and that is this very interesting. Tell us a little bit about your new projects, because I know new projects are coming. You are telling several. You're telling about how you are thinking in illustrating, and also you are telling about big paintings. So yes, tell us a little bit about this illustrative illustration that you are thinking about.
Yes. With a family member, we are creating a book for children together, and I already started. I won't tell anything more because it must keep its magic, you know.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Don't tell
Don't
about
reveal the secrets.
really, but I tell about the project, and I will do more, of course, big portraits, probably from exotic people, which I take from the dance, or something like this. But in the future, I'd like to do more books with illustrations. Could be a project of mine as well, or with other people. I really like to do that. It's a huge work. Sometimes I'm a little bit afraid of that, but you have to go step by step.
Yeah.
One day I do that, the other day I do that, and not thinking about 15 illustrations I have to do, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
better to yes have a program, no, for work,
eh,
for getting big things.
yeah,
Projecting is always very important. Otherwise, you get lost in
eh,
ideas.
mhm.
Yeah, right now. But that sounds amazing. I want to see that.
Thank you.
I really hope that became true. That I really wish that. Uh, okay, so nowadays, the world has changed a little bit, and maybe people artists were suffering with this COVID pandemic that we were living through now. So maybe a person thinking on being an artist is not so secure about that. What do you recommend? A person that really has the passion for starting to be an artist, a painter, as
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. Well, believe in yourself and follow your dream. Don't listen to people who are saying, "Oh, that's very difficult." Um, don't care about that. They are not right.
Mm,
You go your own way, and then look after people who are supportive and
yeah.
who help you to believe in that on the way. And yes.
Yeah, that's very important, no?
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, to have clear the idea and to follow your dreams is, and also to listen to people that really loves you and
Yes,
that they can push you that they are
exactly.
going to tell you when you are through and when you are making maybe something wrong and not so good. To have people that you really can trust in. That's
Exactly.
a very nice advice.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very glad to have this chat with you, Sibylle. I think it was lovely,
Oh,
and to have this opportunity of talking about your job. We can see some of your paintings in your background, and they are very beautiful. But people also can visit your website, Sibylle Pomey, because you have also people can ask you for paintings. No, for example, if someone asks you to make a portrait or they want to, yeah, you are ready for doing that also.
would be wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, so you can visit, all of you can visit Sibylle Bommey and know a little bit more about her, and also visit her gallery that is online, and you will see her lovely paintings and how interesting is her work. Thank you so much, Sibylle, for having this chat with me.
The
Uh,
same to you. Thank you very much, Sara.
Wishing you to see very soon all that new projects that you are talking about. It will be amazing, and
Yes.
waiting for all that new things coming.
Fantastic to see you. Thank you. So lovely.
To all of you, this is bye for now. See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.